What is going on, everybody? Trevor here, just rolling solo tonight. Deep Pocket's busy, no big deal. He hops on when he wants to hop on, not a big deal. But we are going to be live for Friday's card today. Kind of whatever. A Machado, two bases would be sweet. Otherwise, it'll be a 1-3 day. For me, shout out Nolan McLean for the strikeouts for in the what was that his last two innings to get there. So shout out to him. But Reds didn't show up the first five. Had the bases loaded. Did nothing. Shout out Cincinnati. And the Tigers over. That was tough. A lot of runners on and just never could bring them in and get enough. I know they scored late, but not quite enough. But oh well, it is what it is. 2 or 3 green days in a row. We'll take a red day potentially if Tatis doesn't get any bases. But it is what it is. Other than that, I really don't got too much for today. Was really into the golf here, so I got a late jump on capping all these games. So probably just going to cap as we go. See if anybody's speaking to me or not. I mean, again, my numbers won't be out for a little bit. Working on I got a new model I'm working on. Hopefully, it'll be done in a week or 2 weeks, and then just kind of work with it, see how it goes. But at least just have some numbers portrayed from myself. But regardless, we're going to start here. Shota and Melidzinski going at it. Pittsburgh, Chicago. It looks like Cubs land 148 over under 6.5. We got wind blowing in 48 degrees, only 8. So that's not ideal. But what is ideal for the Cubs here is Shota getting a windy day with the wind blowing in into Wrigley. I mean, that obviously helps him. Him being a fly ball guy. If my stats load or anything, please load. Here we go. Yeah, where's he up? 48% fly ball. You got wind blowing in Wrigley cold, so that's obviously going to help him. Not to mention the Pirates are extremely ground ball heavy team versus lefties. So that's not a deal, but they do hit lefties pretty well. Only an 18% strikeout rate, 13% walk rate, 338 WOBA, 111 WRC plus. They've been fine versus lefties. The Cubs offense, they got the Rays. The Rays, somewhat similar to the Pirates. Their bullpen is pretty bad. Not really something you really want to get involved with too much. I mean, you look at Tampa Bay here. What is the sixth lowest xFIP on the board? 486 here, and then you got the Cubs right, 432 xFIP. So hovering around the same there. Also, Pittsburgh, they've been doing pretty well. They're sitting here 348 xFIP. They've been doing fine. I know they played today. Cubs, or no, Pirates didn't play today, did they? No, they didn't. I'm thinking yesterday. My bad. Both off days. Pirates bullpen gets the day to rest. But Melidzinski was all right. Shota, obviously the fly balls didn't help him. I still would take a stab with the Pirates here. The Cubs offense really hasn't impressed me. They got to a Rays team, a bad bullpen. And it was playing indoors, so it's kind of just ideal for them. Good job. You won the series. You head back here. It's going to be cold. The wind's blowing in. Their offense hasn't looked good outside of that Tampa series, really. Pirates have been fine. They had one pretty bummer game for the most part in the last week or so. Not that they were super far into the season or anything, but they've been pretty consistent and pretty good. So I'll take a stab with the Pirates here, plus 129. Just they're playing better than the Cubs. I don't care. Shota, I think it'll work out for him, but I just don't trust the Cubs offense more than the Pirates. And the Pirates bullpen's been, surprisingly pretty good this year. So big stat, Pirates plus 128 there. Next game, what do we got here? Let me pull her up. Zona and Philly. If this will load, of course it won't. I'm going to have to manually type everything in. That's awesome. Anywho, we'll get that in. But Zona, Philly, we got Soroka, Luzardo going. Diamondbacks should have played it today. Didn't play them, but they get home against the Mets. Now they're going to go to Philly. Philly getting a righty. That's where you kind of want to play Philly if you do. I mean, they're number one. Or I'm sorry, I'm looking at bullpen team stats here. Versus the righties is where you rather play them. They've been god awful versus righties this year. I'm sorry. Now I'm looking at lefties. Holy shit. Right click. Thank you. I was going to say, there they are. Yes. Towards the top, 107 WRC plus 332. Woba here, 47% ground ball. That's not really ideal, but Soroka, he's he's all right. Like I don't think he's the worst pitcher in the world, but I don't really have any faith in him. And now you get a guy who's 46% fly ball. You got wind blowing out in the bank. It's a Friday night. Soroka looked good his first two starts, but I mean, we know that's not who he is. The Arizona pitching staff is not, Milwaukee's where they can turn anybody around. The bullpen's not good. The starting staff has been questionable. Eduardo was good today. I mean, a lot of that soft contact kept the ball in the yard and outside the Lou Bob homer did pretty well. Bullpen stepped up, but Philly at home against a righty, it's going to be 66, winds blowing out, sunny. I think Soroka can get a hit up here. I think Philly gets this done. 180 is a bit steep for me. I'd maybe look at like a team total over potentially, probably like a plus money 4.5. I'm guessing, or extreme. Yeah, you're going to get 4.5. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. The bullpen we know for Arizona is not good. It's nothing to write home about. And this Philly offense versus righties has been really, really good. And we know they're really good at home. And the numbers are backing it up this year. They did it last year, and it's ideal hitting conditions. And Soroka, we know who he is. He's not a .9 ERA guy. So I think some regressions coming. Not to mention that bullpen too. Give me Philly. Team total over or run line. Don't hate either, but I think I'd rather just do team total, to be honest. Arizona can score, so that's what would scare me. I would just go team total over for Philly there. Next, we're going to Detroit. Chris Paddock, the padlock, and Kiter Montero. Chris Paddock, career versus Tigers lineup. 341 average, 434 WOBA. Expected slug 644. 49 play appearances, only 16 strikeouts. Not great numbers. Paddock hasn't been great this year either. But I mean, does this Detroit lineup really scare you all that much? I mean, if we're going to look at it, Detroit versus righties, sitting here at 108 WRC plus, 322 WOBA. That's for the season. So it is what it is. 25% strikeout rate, but 41% fly ball. They're all right at it, but I just don't trust them. Like I don't know what you guys about you guys, but I've faded the Tigers. I faded them 3 out of the 4 games in the series against the Twins. They haven't been good. And I got Kiter Montero coming in, wind blowing in, and a Detroit team that's struggling offensively, and a Miami team that's been playing pretty well. I think this shapes up better for a spot Paddock can look well in. I know they played today, and you're going to have to travel and all of that. But regardless, still think Miami's been the better team. I think Detroit's kind of struggling. They're going through it right now, kind of getting back into the swing of things. I think Miami's rolling plus 130. I'll take a stab with Miami here. I know Chris Paddock's not great, but Miami's offense has been good. The bullpen's been fine, and Detroit's not been doing anything. So I'll fade Detroit and Kiter Montero. In that one, give me Miami money line there. And then next we got where we go? Here we go. Reds. We got Kokonowitz and Chase Burns. Chase Burns, the flamethrower, strikeout central for this guy. The problem is Angels, I believe, aren't terrible versus righties so far this season. I mean, it's still early. 93 WRC plus 302 WOBA, but a 28% strikeout rate, 44% fly ball. So, I mean, when they do make contact, it at least gets in the air. Why is this not loading? Come on, this program. Regardless, Chase Burns. I mean, we know what he is. He flamethrower, throws a lot of pitches, kind of like Freddie Peralta, but he's got gas and he can strike guys out. I don't really see why it couldn't happen tomorrow. Um, if you look at the Angels versus righties they've seen this year, Tyone Cabrera, Mi Javier, Christian Javier, Mike Burrows, and then Hunter Brown. So they saw one pitcher this year, real pitcher, 9 strikeouts, and then Burrows, Javier, Sami, Cabrera, and Tyone combined for a grand total of 18 strikeouts. So, and the 5 other starts they've gotten, twice as many as Hunter Brown did in one outing to start the year. Hunter Brown we know is good. Chase Burns has that gas, has that stuff. We've seen in this Angels team has struggled versus righties. They're not god awful, but they're not great. I think Chase Burns can deal here. Friday night at Cincy, it's raining, so that's not really ideal. Kind of what's holding me off. Otherwise, I probably would fire on this because this Angels team has the ability to strike out. We saw when they went through against a real pitcher, and then the offense has been solid, but the pitching's been fairly decent. So I'm not really gonna want to back Cincinnati at this price. But Chase Burns to strike out an Angels lineup, he'll probably go 5, maybe 6 innings, assuming he doesn't get blown up or walk everybody. And in that span, to get some strikeouts, I think that's possible. Let's see if what the number is right now. I'm sure DraftKings or somebody has this up. Guessing it's like 6.5, 7.5, Juke plus money 7. Where are we at? Where's this Reds game at? There we go. They are now listed up here. Go figure. Let's just pull this up right here. Let's see what if it's up. If it's not, whatever, we'll figure it out. Pitcher props. Here we go. Over 7.5 at -106. Ooh, don't like that as much. I'll take give me Angels first 5 team total under. Actually, I know it's raining. If Chase Burns has his stuff, his strikeouts, I don't want to pay juice for him to get 8. The way he can kind of be, variant and throw a lot of pitches at times and shoot himself in the foot that way. I'll take Angels first 5 under. I think he's going to be fine. I think the Angels kind of struggle a little bit offensively here in this rain. I know it's a high total, but with Kikanowitz in this Angels bullpen, I'm not a gigantic fan of, and we've seen this Reds offense when they do score. Total feels a bit high. I would go under, but Angels first 5 team total under if I had to pick something in this game right now to play. That's what it would be. Next, we've got the Twins and the red hot Toronto Blue Jays off of a win against the Dodgers the other night in Rogers Center. Get to stay home against the maybe the hottest team in baseball, the Minnesota Twins right now. 4 straight wins here at home. Now they're coming in here getting Patrick Corbin. He's still around. He's not gone. Thought he might have been gone, but here he is. 66 plate appearances versus lineup, a 281 expected batting average, a 608 expected slug. Obviously, these numbers are throughout a very long period of time. He's Patrick Corbin. I'm not going to believe in him. Mackenzie Gore, he's gone to Texas. He's looked good. Yes, maybe Toronto figures it out with Corbin and company, and he starts to figure it out and turning into a little bit of a pitcher that we know he can be. But I don't really think so. This Twins team basically average versus lefties here. Corbin, not not a flamethrower, not a finesse guy. I think he's just kind of go out there and kind of power through it and eat up some innings. So give me the Twins plus 120 again. I'm not afraid of this Toronto lineup. They've done nothing. They won one game, whoop de doo, but the Rockies, White Sox prior, they were looking horrible. So cool, you won one game. You're gonna have to prove it to me again, but I'm not laying juice with Patrick Corbin and this Blue Jays team against this red hot Twins team right now. So no, thank you. Give me the Reds money line at a stab there. The law firm of Simeon Woods and Richardson. Next, what game we got next? I gotta go back and find this because this thing won't work. We got the A's and the Mets. Okay, we got JT Ginn and Clay Holmes going. Righty on righty crime here. What do we got? We got the A's off of a huge 1-0 win at the Skankies here, but they're coming in here. They're not amazing versus righties, a little below average, and the Mets not bad. I mean, his hard hit percentage is only 27%, 4.5% barrel. That's been fine. Strikeout rate not good, 14%, but I mean, he's not giving up a lot of hard contact. That's key. I mean, here in New York too, in the Mets. I mean, we saw it today with Eduardo. Other than that one mistake pitch that Lubob got and took a yard, they didn't do anything at all against Eduardo. I know it's a righty. They've got a little bit better numbers versus the righties, but still, Ginn will be fine. Like this Mets lineup does not scare me right now. The way it's playing, the A's lineup, I kind of feel same about both. Like both have the ability. We've seen it already this year to go bananas and score a shitload of runs. And then they also just do this where they go dormant and score 1 or 2 runs a game, maybe. Not really sure what you're going to get here, but Clay Holmes, I don't know. I don't think he's that good. But he's putting it up. So good for him. JT Ginn got lit up the last time. He'll be fine against this Mets team. I don't think this Mets team is anyone that's going to light them up right now. Even if it is a Friday home game, look good, feel good, play good. I still think that the A's are pretty equal to this Mets team right now for a plus 136. I'd take it. I mean, the Mets were laying 150 something today to whoever they just played. I'm drawing a blank, but the Diamondbacks, obviously they have a better offense, but the A's have an offense too. It's just when will it show up? Plus 136, I might be willing to take a stab. I'm not laying 150 juice with this Mets team. No, thank you. I am good on that. Next, Yankees, Rays, Luis Gill coming back, making his season debut for the Yankees, and you got Steven Matz going for the Rays. Good thing for the Rays because he's a lefty. Steven Matz, lefty. 96 plate appearances versus the Yankees team. 19% strikeout rate, 7% walk rate, X slug 397, and the 208 expected batting average. Great numbers historically versus this Yankees team. And the Yankees versus lefties this year, god awful. 67 WRC plus, 258 WOBA, 179 BABIP, 547 OPS, 24.5% strikeout rate, 56% ground ball rate. Good God. They're not getting anything up off the ground. And Steven Matz, where's his ground ball rate? Not where you want it. It's 30%. So it is what it is. But he's still got great numbers versus this Yankees team. This Yankees team versus lefties all year has done nothing. Let me just check the actual game logs versus starter versus the Yankees this year. See what we got here. But Matt's been decent. Ray's offense is fine. Luis Hill making his season debut. How is he going to be? Bullpen's going to come in here. Ray's bullpen scares the shit out of me, but Yankees versus lefties, we saw today. The A's bullpen's bad too. They were fine too in New York. Now New York traveling here to Tampa. Tampa staying home. They're sending a lefty on the bump here. I'll take a stab with Tampa here. Give me Tampa plus 123 to get it done versus New York. And it's New York. They're obviously going to be, it's a get up game. Get up game. There's no lollygagging around when the Yankees are in town. So yeah, give me the Rays. I'll take a stab on the money line there. Plus 123. Next, Landon Rupp and the Giants heading to Baltimore. Shane Baz going. San Fran versus righties. Unless they just had yep, look at that. There they are, still in the bottom. 256 WOBA, 61 WRC plus. I mean, 23% strikeout rate, 48% ground ball, 28% hard hit. They're not doing anything versus righties. Absolutely nothing. Shane Baz, I'm not saying this guy's amazing. I mean, the Rays let him go, and them being, pretty well known for their pitching, might be a little bit of a red flag, but he's been fine. Sorry, no, I'm looking at Landon Rupp. There he is. Shane Bass, XFIP 252, a 281 FIP. Sorry, got those mixed up. So yeah, 2 points higher. I mean, his chase is 29%, but his strikeout's only 20%. So he's getting guys to chase, but he's not striking them out. He's just leaving them over the plate. Only a 6.5% walk rate. So I mean, he's giving it up. Not to mention first pitch strike down 60%, below 60%. So he's generally falling behind counts, and that's not ideal to do. I'm not saying this Giants team is good, but I think Shane Baz could be in trouble a little bit tomorrow. I mean, there's still guys on this Giants team. This team is not going to be a 61 WRC plus team versus righties all year. It's obviously early, still getting it going, but Baz hasn't been great. The Orioles really haven't been that great either. Give me the under 8.5 in this one. I don't see the Giants really taking advantage of Baz if he makes mistakes. Yes, they might draw a few walks here and there, but I don't see them consistently getting hits and driving in guys, throughout the entire game here. And then the Orioles have been suspect too. I mean, a lot of their runs in that White Sox series came late against the bullpen. They did nothing against the starters, so I don't really have much faith in either of these offenses. Give me the under 8.5 in this one. This one honestly feels like a 3-1, 4-2 kind of game. Go under in the battle of the oranges here in Baltimore. Next, we've got probably click on the actual button there. Cleveland heading to Atlanta. Bryce Ciccone and Bryce Elder, or sorry, Slade Chaconi, Bryce Elder. Going here, Bryce Elder has been pretty good this year. Where you at? Pull up the year there. Been pretty good this year. Slade Chaconi, whatever. I mean, he definitely benefited his last outing with it being as cold as it was in Cleveland. Definitely helped him out. But Bryce Elder, two unearned runs given up last time, 13 strikeouts this year, 13 innings, and two walks. So he's been good. Nine hits though, giving up some bases there, but their offense has been really damn good. I know Bryce Elder's due to give up some runs. Slade Chaconi hasn't been good. Atlanta's offense has been fine, but Cleveland's been finding ways to win, in that bullpen as well. I do think Bryce Elder's due to give up a little bit. I don't think like Cleveland's a murders row team. I mean, they're sitting here with a 314 Wobo, 104 WRC plus. 11% walk rate though, and a 42% ground ball rate. So it's going to be warm, and it's not windy, but it is going to be warm and kind of just gusty a little bit. So it could help them out. I think Cleveland's better than they get credit for. Slade Chaconi wasn't great, did get benefit last outing in the cold here, but I think his offense backs him up, and I think Bryce Elder kind of gives it up a little bit here. Due to give up a run, two unearned the last time. He's given up nine hits and 13 strikeouts in 13 innings. So one at Arizona, one against the A's. So Cleveland, they're a good all around baseball team. I'm not saying they're a murderers row offensively, but I do think they'll be able to find a way to get this one done tomorrow. And solely because I think Bryce Elder kind of gives it up, and he kind of has a bad outing, gives up some of those runs. So give me Cleveland plus 118. No bet for me on this one. Not really wanting to dive in on this one on a Friday. So I will not. Next, we got White Sox, Royals, Davis, Martin, Chris Bubich going. And we got lefty against the White Sox. Where are you at, White Sox? There you go. Right up here towards them. And where are they at? There they are. I was going to say, I know they're up here. 321 Wobo, 108 WRC plus. 31%, 31% strikeout rate versus lefties. Not good. I'm not sure how many they've seen this year. I'm going to pull that up. But other than that, I mean, an 11% walk rate, 42% fly ball, 42% ground ball. Obviously not ideal, but the BABIP is a 314. Their ISO is a 173. They're hitting hard against lefties. And then you got Chris Bubich coming in here. Where you at, Chris? Here you are, 437 xFIP, a 27% strikeout rate, so that'll help them. But you know what? 14% walk rate, definitely not ideal here. Where's that? Barrels 15.4%, 46% hard hit, and a 54% fly ball. So a White Sox team that can get the ball in the air this year so far. We've seen them have some success. I'm not saying their bullpen's good, but Kansas City, their offense is no good. I mean, what have you seen to lay out 175 with them? Not to mention they had Reagans go out yesterday. Then they had a bullpen game. Then they had Lugo today. He was good, and they needed that, but they're still not great in the bullpen. I'll take a stab with the White Sox here, plus 152. They're feisty. They're playing good. And I don't think Davis Martin is all that bad. Chris Bubich or White Sox for lefties is where you want it. So maybe if you want to isolate it to a first five, don't hate it. But I think White Sox full game is not a bad look. I don't know what's trustable about this Kansas City offense. They've done nothing, and except not score runs and use their bullpen. So, yeah, I think the Royals could be in for a rough one here tomorrow. So, give me a stab. White Sox money line plus 152. I'll sit on this. We'll see what happens. I bet you it goes down though, so I might actually just hop in on that now before it really goes down. Because I'll bet you there's some people that come in on the White Sox based on what Kansas City's done and what the White Sox at least have in an offense. I bet you there's some money that comes in on them. Excuse me. All right. Next, my brew crew. We get Jake Irvin. All right. Over. Over, over, over. Washington, the bullpen. I don't need to go into it or give you numbers. We've all seen what this unit does. They are scoring runs right now. They are getting hits, putting runs on the board, and I like that. Chad Patrick is not my favorite. That .96 ERA looks prettier than it actually is. Highest xFIP on the board tomorrow is Chad Patrick. Man's got a .96 ERA, xERA at 3.21, so that's still good. But that FIP up there by 5.3. He's not getting any chasing swings, 28%. He's got an 18% striker rate, 11% walk rate, 43% hard hit, 18% barrel, and a 64% fly ball. That's not good. I don't give a shit who you play. That's not good. Washington, 107 WRC plus 330. Woba here, a sub 20% strikeout rate, 8.5 a walk rate, but Chad Patrick gets lucky, 32% fly ball, only a 25% hard hit. I'm still going to take an over. Brewers at home, we know what this offense does. Yes, they did not look good versus the Red Sox. Those were some interesting lineups the last couple of days, but barring everyone healthy, last time I checked, I don't think there are any injuries to the actual core starting players. So give me the over 8. I think Brewers can do most of the heavy lifting. I think Washington will get a few off Chad and whoever comes out of the bullpen, but I think Brewers do most of the heavy lifting. I'm not laying 185 with them, and yeah, at home, not a gigantic fan of laying the 1.5. I don't hate it as much as everyone as a lot of other people, but not a fan here in this spot. Just give me the over or just Brewers team total over. I think they honestly get at least 5 in this one. So yeah, if you don't want to trust Washington, there you go. Just do a Brewers money line then. Don't hate or Brewers team total then. Do not hate that. Next, we've got the Cardinals and Boston. Connolly early. I always forget his name's not Connor. Connolly early, lefty, and then our boy Dustin May. Good lord, any good games for home runs? Sorry, I had a little window up in front of the chat box. My bad. Any good games for home runs? Um, I'll tell you what, there's a couple games left. If something pops up in one of these games, I will mention it. If not, I'll go back and use Handigraphs. Shout out Handigraphs. Make sure you sign up and use it. It's great. Uh, Not sponsored, but I use it every day. It's fantastic, easy to read. I'll go back through and we'll try to find a dinger. Why not have a little start the weekend right with a dinger? Um, but here we got Boston, St. Louis. Boston winning 2 out of the 3 against the Brewers. So good on them. But getting Dustin May here, their former teammate, former employee, who's an absolute gas can. I mean, I don't know why this total's 7.5. I know the wind's blowing in a little bit, but who gives a shit? Dustin May's not good. This is what is Boston's offense going to really come alive here against a guy that they've seen a lot and they know, and it's just god awful, or is Dustin May going to you know, get a little jolt of energy, show up and shut this Boston lineup, who's not been amazing, down? I lean more towards the latter of them getting to St. Louis. I want it over. 7.5 is too low. I don't care if the wind is blowing in and Connolly early is he's good. He's very good. He's going to be great. He's a lefty. St. Louis not the worst first lefties. 359 Woba, 128 WRC, 17 strikeout rate, 11.5 walk rate, and a 46.6% hard hit percentage. That is ridiculous. They're hitting him very hard. And if you want to, where's Mr. Connolly early? 92 average exit velo, 38% hard hit, 12.5% barrel, and the fly ball rate is only 30, so that's good for him. But regardless, I don't think this game's won because we're hitting home runs. I think it's won because both these pitchers give it up. St. Louis hits the lefties well. Dustin May is god awful, and Boston knows him well. They kind of got out of a little bit of a slump versus the Brewers. It's not like they were putting up 5 or 6, but they did something. I think that carries over. Give me the over 7.5 in this one. Way too low with Dustin May on the mound. This should be at least 8.5. So yeah, give me the over. Next, what game is next? Because this next button won't work. I got to manually type them in. Oh, Tomoyuki Sugano and the Colorado Rockies taking on Walker Bueller and the Padres. Oh man, oh man. This one's tough. I mean, I don't like Walker Bueller, but I picked on Sugano a lot last year. I don't know if anybody remembers, but we picked on him a lot. But been decent, and who's been pretty decent is this Colorado team. I know they only have one run tonight, but Jace Dolander is doing his thing. This Colorado bullpen. Um, Let me pull it up here where they are. Here they are. Yeah, fifth in baseball xFIP wise, 302. 25% strike rate, only a 5% walk rate, 34% hard hit, 43% ground ball. They're fucking great. And they've played at home like what, 6 games? 4 games, something like that. I know it's not an incredible sample size this year, but they look good out the gate. Walker Bueller has not. Colorado's offenses look decent. I know they're doing nothing tonight, but they're just coming down from elevation, getting readjusted. 7 hits still, out hitting the Padres by 3, still getting guys on base. Walker Bueller is not going to slow anybody down. I don't really trust this Padres offense. They don't really scare me. And lane 225 is ridiculous. Give me the Rockies plus 180. Or no, these are these live numbers? I don't know. These actually might be live numbers because the game's going on. Let me. I thought that was ridiculous with Walker Bueller. There's no way that's actually accurate. Just going on the blue book. What do we got for tomorrow? Plus 166, minus 198. That is incredibly wrong. Give me the Rockies plus 166. Um, this team's feisty. They're playing well. The bullpen's good. Sagado looked good. Padres offense is not that great right now. They're not looking good. Give me the Rockies plus 166. Way too ridiculous. This team's feisty and playing well. No, thank you with the Padres. I will take a stab with Colorado and the boys from Denver. They look good. Let's get it done here tomorrow, fellas. Next, we've got Pet Ultimate here. Houston at Seattle. Tatsuya Imai and Emerson Hancock. Emerson Hancock, 32 plate appearances, 12.5% strikeout rate, almost a 400 average, and a 412 expected slug versus lineup. Obviously not good, but what also isn't good is this Houston lineup. They are pretty bad. Nope, I'm not looking at bullpen. I'm looking at the team stats. Thank you. Where you at, Houston? Uh, that's lefties. I was going to say that is completely wrong. Where the fuck is Houston? Here we go. Houston's that what? That can't be right. There's got to be a glitch in this. There's no way Houston is hitting like that. The way they're playing. Well, I'll be damned. Okay. So apparently Houston, according to the numbers, they've got the third best offense versus righties. 374 Robo, 144 WRC plus, 829 OPS, 16 and a half strikeout percentage, 15% walk rate, 47% ground ball. Obviously, we know what the offense was good. They had that stretch; they were amazing, but they've done nothing. They've done absolutely nothing. And now we're in Seattle, winds blowing in. Seattle minus 134 is tempting. They're at the problem is it's in Seattle too, and they've never seen a Mai, but Mai wasn't amazing his last time out. He got a lot of run support. Are they going to hit up Hancock and get all that? I don't know. I personally don't think so. I think Hancock bounces back. I mean, he had 32 plate appearances, so probably 2 games roughly. And this lineup is not in a good spot right now. So I'll lay it with Seattle. No bet though. Again, Houston's got good numbers versus them, but are they going to show up tomorrow? I don't know. They're so hit or miss. I'll take Seattle at home minus 134. Divisional game, cheap price. I know Hancock's numbers are bad, but Seattle still offense is stacked top to bottom. They're gonna come out of their funk and start rolling again eventually. So maybe it starts here tomorrow against the divisional foe. Here. Last game. Rangers, Dodgers. Damn, it's only quarter after 10. Went too fast. Texas, LA. Kumar Rocker. I hope so. This guy, kid out of what was that 4 5 years ago he got drafted and he didn't go and then got hurt or something. I forget what happened. A little crazy story, but here he is. Then Glasnow, Tyler Glasnow going. How's what was his first game? I forget who he pitched against. Glasnow game log. Washington was the last one. That's right. 2 earned, 9 Ks in Washington there. Now he's at home here and getting to go against Kumar. This Dodgers team, guys, is really they've really woken up. The wind blowing out. I know it's in the in LA. It's not an amazing overbark, but man, they're stepping in front of them just feels sketch. I mean, they were a fade for a minute. Again, they do this for like a couple times a year where they go on a week and a half, 2 week stretch where they just can't do anything, and then they return to form and just blow everybody out. They already hit that skid, and now they're back to playing the way they were. I think this minus 220 is warranted. I think it's a tad high too. I guess I would take a stab with Texas, but luckily I don't have to. Um, at that price. I think Dodgers get some runs here. Kumar Rocker, yes, he's got the talent, but his xFIP is nearly a point and a half higher. I mean, his chase swing is not good. His walk to strikeout is not good. 13% strikeout rate, 5% walk rate. Yes, low walk rate, only striking out 13%. That's early, not good. Not good to start the season. I mean, average keeping soft contact, so that's definitely good. An expected batting average almost near 300, but an X slug of 350. I mean, just soft contact obviously is what helps. I still have to play the Dodgers here, but I wouldn't be shocked if Rocker kind of keeps them in check. I mean, his ability to produce the weak contact will help, but when the Dodgers are on, they're on, and stepping in front of them is scary. I know I said I'd take a stab with the Rangers at this price, but no, give me the Dodgers minus 1.5. I think they get to Kumar, and then that Texas bullpen coming in, traveling. LA obviously traveled too, but Glasnow, the much better pitcher. Their bullpen is much better this year. Their offense is clicking in like midseason form. I'll take LA here, minus 1.5. If I had to bet it, maybe a team total over. I don't necessarily hate those at all. So that is it for the card. Rain Howell was asking for a home run prop. I'm not a big home run guy. Don't really bet these a lot. I'm already regretting even betting T's bases because I know it's not going to hit. I hate batter props, but home run that we can get in on tomorrow. Let's find something here. Let's find somebody who's barreling up the ball here. Roku and Chad Patrick and Jake Irvin, top three, almost 18 to 21%. Hard hit percentage. What are they doing versus lefties? Oh, Jake Irvin versus lefties, 27% barrel rate, 60% hard hit. Soroka giving it up too. So we want a lefty. We want a lefty on the Brewers or Phillies. Okay, okay, okay. That could be fun. That could be fun. Batters versus righties. Barrel. Pull it up and then let's search Brewers. Garrett Mitchell, 25% barrel rate, 66.5% hard hit, 25 home run fly ball. Strikeout rate almost 40%. Either he's striking out or he's hitting the ball to fucking Mars here. 26 plate appearances versus lefties this year, too. So 4 walks. So, I mean, 318 average. Slugs near 600. Bryce Terang. If Bryce Terang is in, I don't hate Bryce Terang, but Garrett Mitchell is absolutely barreling the ball up here so far. I mean, less than 30 plate appearances into the season. Obviously, it's not much, but his numbers are off the charts for his righties. He's cooking. Jake Irvin, um, giving it up. Actually, Garrett Mitchell is a lefty. Yes, Garrett Mitchell's a lefty too. Perfect. So I'm going to go with Garrett Mitchell, and then let's find one on the Phillies here. It's obviously Bryce Harper's probably going to be Schwarber. Yeah, look at that. Schwarber, Bryce Harper, top of the list. Um, Dolis Garcia, 15% barrel rate, 50% hard hit, though, and 40% fly ball. Obviously, you're probably going to get a better number with Garcia than Schwarber. Schwarber, the household name, but he's a righty. That's you know what? Let's go with Kyle Schwarber. It's chalky. We'll go Schwarber and Garrett Mitchell tomorrow for home runs in those. So I hope they hit. I hope they both hit, and I hope I regret not parlaying them or betting them. Maybe I'll throw a little bit on it for fun, but yeah, that'll do that for that. So Schwarber and Garrett Mitchell home runs if I have to pick, and that's the card. So appreciate it. I will be out until Sunday night probably. MIA for the rest of the weekend, driving all day tomorrow. So we'll be back Sunday night, probably bare minimum Monday again, and go all the way through, and probably do Friday shows next week depending on what's going on. So appreciate everybody tuning in, watching, getting this going. Appreciate you, and we will